Alright. We're gonna cycle through all of them. And I'll play the one I'll play the least, which would be Boros Aggro. So we're gonna play that one once, and then I'm never gonna play it again. Alright, I played it. You can't say I didn't play it. It was stupid. Never playing it again. How many? Is it 6? It's 6. Oh, that ain't happening for a while. Well, the old on the play aggro deck having the time of its life. Jeskai Green? Who knows? Exert? Okay. Well, that would have been nice to know about. So Timeless Dragon gets a Plains? Yeah. No, I would still have to actually Path of Exile, never mind. I'd still have to actually cast it. Okay. Does that increase the cost of a... Oh, no, you're not. You don't draw the planes. 2 or more basics. Alright, looks like I'm just getting a planes. Oh, you know, I like the choice of planes here. I'll give them that. I do like the choice of planes. I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing. I'm not convinced there's yet another haste threat. This feels a little weird. Seems odd to me. Alright, I didn't draw anything exciting. I could just minus this Teferi. I think I will, for the sake of drawing a land. Okay. I think that's really the best I'm looking for out of that deck card. Okay. How do they come back from here? I'm sure it's possible. I don't imagine there's a lot of historic permanents in there, but looks like they didn't get one. I will cast this. Or Eternalize, whatever. You know what I mean. I could have left up Aven Interrupter, I don't know. Opponent's top decking. Alright, so I can blow up their value land. I could simply just play this. I'm not dead if they deal with my 4/4. And this card is pretty good, so... It's weird how it, like, how it mechanically works, like, visually. It's kind of weird. It's like, bloop. Sure? Yep. Yep. I'll take a trade. Opponent doesn't want to trade. I probably just win from here, though, regardless of what they did. Do I have to play this? I guess. Let's keep the Supreme Verdict in the graveyard. I definitely don't need this Oculus. Yeah, this game kind of just ended when I cast the Supreme Verdict. Well, I think they drew that land for the turn, so whatever this card is in hand, they've had it for quite a while. I don't know if there's anything that this deck could run. I mean, I don't know, I didn't look at it, but I'd be rather blown away. They had, like, Balefire or something. Which actually wouldn't work, so... Alright, we beat the white Ragavan on the play. Look at that. Is Mana Drain banned? Must be. So we do green or blue? Probably, well, blue or black. Black? Blue? Black? Black? Blue? Black? Blue? Okay. Gonna just commit this to getting white, or... So I have green, black, I have black, green, white. I have everything but red in play. I have double black card in hand. Tatyova is castable as it stands, so I guess I'm just getting... Swamp? For Meat Hook Massacre? Well, you can see the power of green. It just fixes your colors immediately on its own, while also doing everything else ever. Is this the black-green deck? It looks like it is. Alright. I can kill it for 2. I can also just not do that. Oh, it's not nerfed. We don't have the historic changed ones. Yeah, a mana drain's banned? Okay. Bring to light? Black, white, red, blue, green. Oh, it's perfect! It's actually perfect. Okay, but what do I get, though? Shoot. I didn't think too far, chat. Yes! It didn't matter! that was probably the best card to draw. That was the best card to draw with the perfect mana. Out of basics, too. Wow, that probably won't happen again. Five color slivers. Yeah, I don't know how Oracle wins without Oracle being in my hand. I don't understand. But how do I get Oracle in my hand? Oracle's not in my hand. How do I get Oracle? There's a piece of this I'm not understanding, and it involves acquiring Oracle, Thassa's Oracle. Because Tainted Pack doesn't give me Oracle, does it? If it does, I don't know how that would also then win. Does Tainted Pack just put Oracle in play? I've seen the combo in like CEDH games on YouTube, but I don't have Oracle in my hand. Like, what am I supposed to do? Can we get a tap land? Probably can. Oh, that was actually really good. Okay. Like, I know how to get it into my hand, but I didn't have it in my hand currently. Opponent is severely struggling with their... what I think is a Solitude here. Oh, okay. I don't think that's what the card was. I think they just drew that. I really do think they just drew that. You and you. Oh, yeah, it's Tooth and Nail. My favorite friend. Cast it? Although I lose a treasure... No, I don't lose a treasure token. Yeah, I'm still gonna cast it. I'm just gonna cast it. If it dies and doesn't get Solitude, I can, Tooth and Nail. You should always Solitude on your own turn in this spot, right? There's no reason to flash it. You could draw a dead white card. Oh, okay. Apparently it wasn't Solitude? I mean, it does have... This one has blue in it. It's a single blue. Yeah. Oh. Single blue card, therefore. Blue deck. Never wasn't a blue deck. Might as well be mono blue, honestly. Alright, we had to think about something, and then we stopped thinking. Interesting. What on earth is difficult here? I'm trying to... What could you possibly be thinking about? Okay, I don't know why this would ever take more than 0.2 seconds. Truly fascinating. Oh, we have another thing. What is this? What is this? Utopia Sprawl? Alright, my opponent had to think about the easiest thing to do in Singleton 100 formats. I do not have... Oh, I guess I do. Tragic. Well, that's just tragic. Alright, well, now I just have to leave that up forever. Tireless Tracker. Well, that's not ideal. Let's see. Do we win a coin flip, chat? Do we actually win a coin flip? Of course not. Imagine actually winning a coin flip. The heck is this do? Return to owner hand or the top 4, put a land, blah 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 blah. Okay, so... Oh, I don't have white mana. Ugh, I don't have white mana. Wow. I think I'm gonna just not Solitude that, though. Not gonna Solitude that. I'm only as good as I can be. Return this to your hand, top cards, lands, yep, alright. Well, trying to stop this deck from doing mana-based things is probably not a successful way of doing it anyways. What happens to the rest of the cards? Just get milled? Oh, okay, that's not so bad then. Yeah, they kind of have all the mana they really ever need. I'm not really in a position to vomit my entire hand to deal with it, so. Alright, consider. I think I'm just gonna leave up Counterspell. Kind of awkward in the mana department. Well, this is what happens when your 4-color deck doesn't have the green color. Splunking. Alright, another thing I'm not really poised to be concerned about. Birds of Paradise. Another card I don't care about. Alright. Not sure what my opponent had to think about that one turn earlier, when this is all the things that they're doing now. We have an answer for Uro. I could have flipped Tamiyo if I played Consider after I cracked the clue, but I don't really feel like I have to do that. And I also kind of like the clue tokens, so, is what it is. So I can play DRC, or I can leave up Solitude. I think leaving up Solitude is just Galaxy Brain. They're looking at my mana. Apparently my mana has enigmatic properties. Opponent, just cast Uro. Please. Please. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do it. Alright, nope, we're not casting Uro? Blue? No, they have second blue on the Birds of Paradise. Okay, never mind. Okay. Sure. Do I get a white here? I think I actually do get a plains, yeah. Azusa, doesn't matter. How are you not casting Uro? What are you doing? Chat, what is happening? They didn't have double blue. They don't have double blue. They didn't name blue on Utopia Sprawl. Okay. So all that smack I was talking, totally invalidated and has no further meaning. I apologize deeply to my opponent. My bad. I was about to have an emotional crisis over here. Let's just pass the turn. My opponent has no cards. No cards. Alright, they have Urborg now. What does this do? Channel it, return non-legendary. I feel like they should channel this at this point. All it does is find... It actually whiffed here. Summon conditions? Alright, this isn't Final Fantasy, sir. Or Pokemon. Or is that Yu-Gi-Oh? Which one is it? I don't know. This is an adult game. Alright, they pick up Ending Thoughtseize Felidar. Sure. Alright, so they have stuff now. I will exploit that now, I think. I'm going to exploit what my opponent just did here by attacking. This also removed the blue source that they currently had, so that's pretty cool. We did remove the blue source. I'm actually just gonna do this here. I can flip Tamiyo. Oh, it's Flash. Ooh, let's not do that. Oh no, you didn't block the Solitude. Yeah, we're gonna flip the... We're gonna flip Tamiyo. I also found a land, that's ideal. This puts Tamiyo out of harm's way for my opponent's spaghetti noodles here. Guide of Souls is a dumb card. Is it good here, though? Probably. Fortunately, I don't lose the game to Thoughtseize. Unfortunately, my opponent will probably spend quite a large time looking at my stuff here. Alright, they actually took one of them. Valakut Exploration. Short. So, picking up a counterspell when my opponent has no cards is not as exciting as going to an ultimate chat. We're all in. You thought I was going to do other things. You thought I had other ideas. Let's blow up the card that can potentially draw cards. Alright. Tamio's got 2 more turns, and currently nothing in hand or in the graveyard does anything for the opponent. Alright, they found all the mana at once, so they're online with Uro. And I do not have an exile effect for it anymore. But I don't believe it's going to win the game on its own. Especially how I can just simply kill it. And not care too much. I mean, at this point it's just Tamio versus Uro, really. They did not draw a land. Oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, that's not okay. I should have just taken that back with Tamio. Actually, should have just taken it back. All right, we got the 2/2 out of the way, so there's no dealing with Tamio that way, like poking it for 2. Gitrog monster. Okay, sure. Yeah. And that is game. Unless they draw an instant speed spell off of Gitrog monster at their end step. Alright, they didn't do that. Alright, so this is most assuredly game. Let's just cast random stuff till my opponent gives up. They said, nice deck. Well, I didn't make it, opponent, but, yeah. Oh no, they have a 1-drop. No, please be Thoughtseize? I don't actually know what I hope this is. It could be a Surveil land. So if Ragavan hits them, it's not scary? Victimize art you spent a mythic on before it was an uncommon? Oh, rip. And then you never cast it? Yep. Sounds about right. It looks like Dismember. Not sure what's going on here. Yeah, treasure tokens for comma. Oh, it is Thoughtseize, or other Thoughtseize. They take Victimize. Look at that, it did something. It actually did something, as in the only thing they could have taken, but they still spent time reading them. Alright, well, that's funny, but I can't do it, so I guess I'm not going to do it. And then pass. There's no reason to do anything. Is this the same matchup? It looks like it is, actually. Huh. Oh yeah, it is. Alright. Ugh. Okay. I will offer a trade. That I think they just have to take, so. Whenever one more counters are put on this creature, put a creature exile this card on the battlefield and you control a finality counter against his Alright, so I missed my window to do anything cool. Because I am a potato. Looks like all is forgiven. Alright, now we'll just wait until next turn. That's another good card, actually. Okay. I missed my window to, like, zoom in with that. Oh no, Chad, it's Mutavault. There's only one! It's the true vengeance. It's the same Annex, too. Alright, looks like we got the same chunk of the deck. Last opponent didn't even shuffle, they just put the cards back in there. This opponent just picked up the deck. Alright, so let's Burial Rites Atraxa, because I think that's... I've been told that's really good. Creature, enchantment, land, buried alive. Hello. As much as Inquisition looks appealing. Alright, look at that. Look at that. We did it. Guess it was closer than it looked. I wonder if I should block with this. Probably. No, I should stop the 4-2 actually now. Well, that's a fair exchange. Phyrexian Obliterator against an army of flying nonsense. I forgot they were red. I forgot. Felia. Removal. Removal. I guess I take the Felia. Actually, Felia doesn't do anything on its own. Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything on its own. Okay. Sure. Hardly seems like a counterspell-worthy card, but so does Uro. Yeah, we would love to see the counterspell in Uro, actually. It's just perfect, actually. Dang it. So, Dark Petition for coiling Thassa's Oracle or whatever. It doesn't get around Path of Exile, though. My opponent's entire hand is interaction, so not the most ideal. Not the most ideal. Also not the most ideal. I guess I will do this now. Okay. Tragic. Oh, come on. Get out of here with your instant speed value. You're supposed to have nothing. So this cost 2. Blue, blue. Black, black. No, no, no. All tap. One, two, three, four, five. 1 blue floating. 3 black. I can't do it next turn. Even through no counter spell, I just can't do it. They're not leaving up the counter spell, but unfortunately I still don't have the mana to do it, so... They have an answer to Uro, but Uro does still at least buy a ton of time and does let me get the mana the turn after. But then they have their stuff, they have their counterspell back up, so... Oh, we lose Spell Mastery. Okay, shoot. Not actually free. Another land? Oh, they're gonna swords anyways. They're gonna path, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Surveil is pointless. Just path it. Alright, so now we have problems. Okay. Actually, potentially really good. Board wipe? No board wipe. Bring to light is counterable, right? Yeah. So, dismember? I think it's just dismember. And I will cast it now, because it doesn't matter when I do it. And I want to dismember Felia? Or this thing? I guess I want to dismember this thing. Do I play this? Oh, I can't. Never mind. Can't play it as a creature. I didn't have the mana. Colors. So, can I cast? Oh, come on. They just top decked the best Felia thing. No. They top decked the best card for Felia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need an untapped land to cast Atraxa through No More Lives, and then they just found Solitude. Alright, so never mind. Literally everything is pointless. Why am I bothered talking? Why am I bothering to say words? Everything's bad. It's pretty bad right now. We're also just dead, so I have to do it now. But I don't know. Can I beat this counterspell is the main question. I do have a lot of mana. I do have a lot of mana, so this. I get Oracle. No, they have Solitude. They have Solitude. I can't get... Oh, wait, no. Solitude doesn't deal with it if I get Oracle and mill myself out, so... That doesn't work. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I can do it. I can do it. I have exactly enough mana to pay for this mana leak. So, hold control. Play this. They can't kill it in response and have that matter because devotion will be 0. Okay. Nice. Because I just put devotion to 0. It doesn't matter if it's 2. This doesn't do anything. Sweet. Now I just have to make sure I don't misclick the Tainted Pact. Man, that Felia was doing stuff. So decline. Alright. Just making sure I don't do anything weird. Sweet. I mean, that game could have probably have taken about 1/3 of the time if my opponent was not a new player. No idea what Cavern's doing here. Elf, I guess? Elemental? No idea. Probably elf? Really don't know. Alright, well, I am going to deal with that one. I don't like that one. Yeah, we're going to just do elf. I mean, we are a green deck after all, right? Alright, no land. Actually tragic. Alright, so just blind Tainted Pacting for... not sure what on white and blue. They did play their... excuse me, their land first, so... not sure what they're doing here. We shall find out. It does not update. Alright. They took Obscura Charm. Strange. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. So, I don't think I'm ever Oh, Knight of the Reliquary? Ugh. That doesn't net me mana. It does with Ancient Green Warden, though. I just... It just doesn't seem right to keep that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was wrong. It's not a bad draw, though, but it's not great. I don't want to sack my own... Oh, I don't even have white mana. Shoot. What am I doing? I can't even cast it anyways. Alright, yeah, this was definitely a huge mistake. It was a massive mistake. Oh well. Sometimes you make those. I saw Cavern of Souls and it looked white enough for me. Like, mentally. Does this counter stuff? Instant or sorcery? Okay. Well, that sure is fun. That was a very strange Tainted Pact, though, from the opponent. Very strange. They also stopped at a card I don't even know if I personally like it. Alright, that is a land. It is tapped, of course. Oh, no, it's not, because of the Splunking. So, I didn't name Giant, but Giant would be really good here. Giant would be good. Alright, so we're back in the game if it resolves, and if it doesn't, well, then I guess we're not in the game anymore. We're just waiting for more mana. Looks like there is a counter spell. Well, Cavern of Souls looking really goofy here. There is not much of a reason to lose a land to that. Actually, if they have a counter spell still, I cannot stop that, so. Alright, it actually resolved. Unbelievable. Triome. Actually, no, not Triome. We get the World Tree and... Is there a Surveil land in here? Actually, we should get a fetch land of some kind. Yep. So a green fetch land. There we go. And... nothing is worth swordsing. This does not have green mana. I don't think they can generate green mana in this deck. Maybe they can, but they can't eat creatures. I don't know how much that matters, though. We do have a Shrouded Primeval Titan. It's always worth sacking lands to protect Primeval Titan, because it just gets the lands back, and my opponent's just going down cards all the while, so... Yeah, I really don't think I like Cavern so far in Gladiator. Alright, yeah, just no answer to Primeval Titan. No counterspell, and we probably did the worst thing ever and just didn't draw a card for a turn. We decided to just not draw a card, and then... Kind of a painful situation here. I guess I'll play that. That was a cool emote. I want that emote. The heck is this dude? You got it. Could have just played Dust Animus, honestly. Probably should have played Dust Animus, but I didn't. Now we will. Well, that's devastating. For a multitude of reasons. Maybe they don't bounce, but I mean everyone under the sun does the same thing. Yeah, most people aren't gonna really put much thought into it. Well, much as I love losing to a 2-drop. That is a fractured identity. Okay. I will play... I could play Dig Through Time, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Should I? It's not like anything else does anything. I think they have Swords to Plowshares here. Or Path of Exile, I guess. Is there an untapped land that doesn't require damage? Yes. Yeah, we're gonna cast this. I don't believe Spell Pierce is in here, but I can't cast at instant speed, so I might as well just do this here. Still feel incredibly behind here. Incredibly behind. Ghost Vacuum. I just have to find action, so... Well, Ghost Vacuum would have been a godsend, but... so much for that. Looks like it's Lightning Bolt then? That is not Lightning Bolt. Don't know why they didn't just go face with that. Well, this lets them push more damage, right? Yes, it does. Okay, makes sense. They could have just swung with the 2-2. It has first strike. So I get to kill Teferi, which I feel like probably shouldn't be able to do that here. And I can play a sweeper? Ugh. How do I deal with Flage, though? I'm gonna go get a land. Do I need it untapped? No, I do not. I like that, and then I just pass. I like the pre-combat Flage here. Oh, a counterspell, huh? Alright. Oh, that's not a counterspell. You got it. Interesting. I kind of have to stop the 2-2 from hitting me, so I'm going to take a bunch of damage. Oh, 3-3. Yeah, that's, not going to let that hit me. Okay, so I have to sweep the board, or I am kind of doomed. Could be doomed anyway still, but we'll see. Flage will hit me twice here. Flage is so annoying. I wish I had Ghost Vacuum. I guess I gain 2 life, so it's only 4 damage instead of 6. Okay, does that find a land, or what does that do? Why did my opponent not cast Flage, chat? Is there something I don't understand, or am I losing my mind? Why did you not cast Flage? That's a counter spell that is actually castable. I'm gonna keep that on top though, because I can play around it when I know it exists. So that seems ideal. I can't zero Jace, it would just die to Flage. Hardly seems like a good idea. But if they send the damage to Jace, it's also, I think, a victory. We have successfully soaked up a ton of damage. Let's brainstorm now, because I think it's basically impossible to save Jace. Yeah, feels like it's not possible. I don't know if Supreme Verdict is great here. It probably is. They could just cast Flage again, though. Alright. Yeah. Alright, maybe my opponent's not aware of how that works. Or they just maybe thought that their counterspell was... No, they made a mistake. But I mean, I could have just paid 3 anyways. I could have just paid 3. It's not like they destroyed their ability to do stuff here. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit unbelievable that I have more resources than my opponent at this juncture. I'm still confident in my pessimism that this blue-white deck is not great here. Do I blow this up? They can't recast it. This is a 1/1. It's mana efficient. Okay. We know of counter spells. Maybe they have another one? Nope. Alright, well, I stacked the top wrong, but I wasn't sure if I was going to Oculus this turn. Looks like we could have Oculused. I will make this a thing. And negate looks interesting here. I will not protect my 4/4. You got it. They do not have another card for the graveyard. Huge. Oh, what's this? That's a land, alright. Saddle of Wreckage can deal with Flage permanently, although rather painfully. Alright, so let's cast this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, let's keep that in the graveyard. Stern Scolding. Tragic. They found the last required permanent. That is insane. Alright, I have to stop that. I don't know if I want to Triumph. I can technically cycle the Triumphs if I top deck them, so... I could have, like, Binding in this deck. Be the only thing I think... They didn't get Flage mana. They just didn't get Flage mana. They could have cast it there. I think that was probably a rather large mistake, honestly. Alright, I can give them a fish now for their Flage troubles. And it looks like we've stabilized. Oh hey, it's a Solitude. My opponent probably kills it with Flage though, so rip. But still funny. Exile target non-token creature if the gift wasn't... Yeah, so I just exile it and give him a fish. The fish within... Assuming my opponent didn't draw a... It's an instinct to always kill the untapped one, so I don't get my Solitude. Yep. Tameo, giant whale. Both my opponent's creatures are tapped. I can actually just split up now. Oh, I didn't take split up, Chad. I'm not. Don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. And then they find Uro. Then they find Uro. That's great. That's funny. Okay. DRC, sure. Man, Authority gaining a whole lot of life here. I can flip Tameo, but I don't even know if I have to. Probably not. Yeah, we just pass, so don't... I mean, we're doing what we do best here, right? So, well, this turned around. This turned around. Haste whenever it attacks. Sure. Does not have haste. And dead? Yep. Well, it didn't feel good at all in the start. Like, this is the same game where they were looting with the shark thing and starting to... This actually had Teferi. They had 3 minutes of Teferi, which shut down my instant speed interaction. And as blue-white control, that is a complete nightmare. I am blown away. Now, to be honest, or to be fair, I think maybe my opponent didn't respect the power of 3 minutes of Teferi, right? When they could have defended it with the Ledger Shredder, and that would have made my life way more difficult. It's probably still winnable, I would say, but that 3 minutes of Teferi really hinders a large chunk of what we're trying to do, but not everything, so I don't know. This is gonna look weird, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play my lands in this order. Probably black. Oh, is it runner, blue-white? Is that what this is? It's not the only one that plays this land, though. Okay, I still actually don't know. Sure. I'm gonna Thoughtseize, actually. Oh my goodness, it is. Alright, so... we just take the Jace, right? I can beat all this other stuff. Wow, a second blue-white player. That's crazy. I wonder if they negate this. I feel like I win out in that exchange. I would argue that, so I will do it. This feels like a good bait for negate. Oh, they didn't negate! Whoa, opponent didn't negate! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I want to cast Brainstorm now? No, I want to wait. I definitely want to wait. Well, at least I didn't have Teferi. I mean, that is to say that they haven't drawn it, but I'm sure they can. So we play this. I mean, you didn't negate the last one, so Let's get rid of that and dismember. Play land. Play this. Alright, looks like we're getting the negate now, sure. And then we just pass. Alright. Land to fairy, right here. These two. Land? Oh, tragic. Oh! No way. No way. Okay, so if I play it, my opponent has to kill it with... Well, they have two answers to it, right? Alright, so they're not really scared of this card in any conceivable way. Guess I just won't cast it then. Do I just take Dig Through Time? No, I think I take Dark Petition. We are a combo deck, so it would be wise to use our combo cards to try to combo. They can just play this Aura here, and it untaps their lands. So my time is not infinite. Wow, somebody who didn't scry 2 to the top. Unbelievable. They also just didn't cast the 6-man enchantment when they could have just done that. That's interesting. Could have just cast that. I don't know if I like Authority. Alright, so their last card needs to be really good. Well, that... I'll take that, yeah. Parting. Alright, so I can take out this. I can Balagit Recovery, pick up, and deal with Fateful Absence, and then play my own Teferi in a way that my opponent probably can't deal with. I'm going to try to do that here. I can also wait on this. I don't actually have to cast it right now. Yeah, I don't have to cast it right now, actually. Because they could draw something that's problematic, so... I think we can play this kind of game, given my opponent's current hand and stuff. Oh, well, they kept 2 this time. That's not great. They yet again did not cast the Shadow of Potatoes. Oh, the crab is tapped. No, the crab is tapped. The Authority worked out. The Authority worked out. Oh, that's funny. It's Ward 3, right? Okay, yeah. That's really funny. Alright. Authority 40 chess level idea. Well, you can see how if they didn't answer that, they'd lose anyways. But I think now they lose. I think. So, Thassa's Oracle. There is no Omniscience to be played here, unfortunately. It's really hard to get that, though. I'd say harder, at least. Play this. Oh, actually, I don't have it. Yeah, show and telling Omniscience here doesn't actually accomplish much. Okay, so... get the combo and then wait for a window to actually cast it. Which, as it stands, is maybe pretty likely to have happen this following turn or something. Okay. I really feel like this shadow thing should have been in play. But that does mean I would have Teferi, because they would not have played Authority. I could have blocked the Storm Giants, so there's a trade-off there. It's a bit of a ripple effect. Bit of a ripple effect. Okay, well, that didn't do anything, so... non-land. They can still have another card that would disrupt me outside of negate. So I guess I'm not going to go for it. And they have something castable, so probably best not to go for it here. This is also just a really... oh, I don't have double blue. Can I get double blue? Nope. Alright. If Jace resolves, I would argue the coast is probably clear. I will brainstorm. I'm not going to worry about that 2-2. Abrupt Decay. Well, not great here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing much. Okay, well, we can Wishclaw for a discard spell. I don't expect to untap with Jace. And that's us not untapping with Jace. I don't think I want Abrupt Decay still, so... Alright, there's, what, 3 cards? Okay, never mind. That was probably one of the best cards I could have drawn, I would argue. Alright, we should win now. Yep. Because, again, devotion to 0. Alright, we got it. We got it. So we play Thassa's Oracle. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, I should read the whale. Okay. Had to read the whale there, so... My opponent did not react with the Path of Exile. Get wrecked. Alright, we stole Teferi too. Very close to actually untapping with Teferi, which is pretty good. So I played very carefully. I could have tried to windmill slam it. There was a window to, I think, guarantee an Omniscience in play, but I didn't really have anything to do with Omniscience, so I don't really know what that would do. But, yep, we got there. Cool. Kind of wish I could make my own deck, though. Kind of sad. Oh well.